Hello, doctor. Have you ever walked into rounds with your heart in your throat? Not because of a difficult case, but because you knew someone might tear you apart just to feel powerful? I have, and I still feel it, like heat under my scrubs, shame behind my eyes. It was a day like any other. Hour one of rounds. My stomach hadn't seen food in 24 hours. My brain was fried. Sleep? Maybe 45 minutes, hunched over in a chair. But I had done the work. Admitted 3 patients overnight. Reviewed labs. Cross-checked meds. I was tired, but I was ready. Then we reached her bed. Renal case. Woman in her 60s. Hypertension. Diabetes. CKD. He didn't even look up. Just snapped his fingers and barked. You. Present. I stepped forward, did my best. Vitals. Meds. Working diagnosis. Then he asked, "What's her creatinine trend over the past 72 hours?" And suddenly my mind blanked. The numbers were there in my notes, but nothing made sense. She started at 2.3. I believe. That's when he pounced. You believe? What are you doing here if you don't know? His voice echoed. Nurses turned. Patients looked. And I stood there, stripped of dignity in front of everyone. Do you enjoy wasting everyone's time? The words hit harder than I expected. I nodded. I'm sorry, I whispered. He shook his head. Next time, come prepared. Or don't come at all. And just like that, he moved on. No one said anything. Not the seniors. Not the students. Not the nurses. We all just walked. But I didn't walk. Not really. I floated behind them like a ghost. Behind the ward, in some storage room, I slid to the floor and broke. Not soft tears, the kind that shake your body, the kind that make you question why you ever came here in the first place. What am I doing here? Am I cut out for this? Do I belong in medicine at all? I wanted to disappear. Later, a senior found me in the on-call room. She handed me a bottle of water, sat next to me, and said nothing. Then softly, he did the same thing to me, word for word. I blinked. But I didn't cry in the closet, she smiled. I cried in the stairwell. We laughed, but only because it helped us breathe again. She said, he doesn't remember our names, only whether we make him feel powerful. And that's when I realized it wasn't me. It was never about me. I was tired. I was human. And that's not failure. That's fatigue. That night, I checked my patient's chart again. Creatinine, 2.3, 2.5, 2.8. Pre-renal. An easy explanation if I hadn't frozen. But you know what, doctor? You will freeze sometimes. You will blank out. You will get tired. And someone somewhere will try to make that look like incompetence. Like you don't belong. But hear me now. One bad day doesn't erase your worth. One consultant's cruelty doesn't rewrite your calling. Some people will break you just because they can. But a few will remind you you're not alone on the floor. So if you've ever been humiliated during rounds, if someone made you question your place in this profession, you're not alone. You are not the mistake they made you feel like. You're learning, you're surviving, and you're still here. And if you need to release the weight of that moment, send it to clinicconfessions@gmail.com. Someone else out there is walking with that same bruise, and your voice could be the hand that helps them up. Clinic Confessions, real stories from behind the stethoscope.